Well, howdy there, Internet people. It's Bo again. So today we're going to go through the looking glass, because the country has. We're on our way. We're going to talk about what politics is like in countries that have this system of government that Trump wants. I think a lot of this is going to be funny coming from me, because I think most of you know that Joe Biden is not my man. However, even I cannot deny that Joe Biden is now the most powerful man in the United States. And I don't mean that in the sense of he's likely to be elected president, therefore he's powerful. I mean today, right now, as a private citizen, he's the most powerful man in the United States, more so than Trump. And Trump gave him that power. In his hurry to cast himself as this strong, tough guy leader, Trump apparently neglected to learn how politics works in that kind of system, in the system that he wants to bring about in the United States. Because he created a situation in which Joe Biden can give one speech or one tweet and forever alter the political landscape of the United States. The president is threatening to roll out his goon squad from Portland, nationwide. You know, because it was so effective there at quelling dissent. So effective that you now have moms and grandmas out in the street. Crowd sizes have grown, so these gatherings are larger than the president's Tulsa rally. That's how effective they are. But the president wants to roll them out nationwide, and he's making this statement, talking about doing this right after the entire country sees a member of this task force say, if you follow us, you're going to get shot. I would like to see the statute authorizing that. I'm fairly certain that's illegal. In fact, I'm fairly certain that just saying that is illegal. But we all saw it. We all saw the footage. You know what we didn't see? An investigation. We didn't see the president calling for law and order then. We certainly didn't see any arrests. The American people saw that. What does that say about that task force? What can we infer from it? That they can't be trusted, that they don't have any credibility. That unlike the military, when Trump tried this exact same stunt with them, that they won't honor their oaths. You know, he tried this before and got so much pushback he had to cancel it. That's what the American people see. Somebody that can't be trusted. A group of people who cannot be trusted, which means their reports, to include their arrest reports, can't be trusted. The president has cast himself as the opposite of Joe Biden. Fine, whatever. The thing is, the president, no matter how much he wants to pretend that he's a maverick and an outsider, he's the establishment now. He's been in power for years. The president has successfully cast Joe Biden as the anti-establishment candidate. Those people who saw that footage, those people who saw what went on in Portland, those people who have been paying attention, maybe for the first time over the last few months, they're looking to Joe Biden for leadership. They see him as what stands between totalitarian rule and the American way of life. Is that an accurate read? Is Joe Biden anti-establishment? No, of course not. That's silly. But that's not how a lot of people are going to see it. Because they're not going to look at it as far as establishment. They're going to look at it as fascism and the system we currently have now. Is Joe Biden the difference between that? Yeah. And I am not a supporter of Joe Biden. So that gave Joe Biden an unprecedented amount of power. You have a lot of distrust. You have people in the streets. You have an authoritarian squad running around that is completely unaccountable. and you have a lot of opposition to the establishment party of Trump. If Joe Biden was to walk out tomorrow and say, if elected, due to the lack of transparency and the apparent corruption within this task force, I have no choice but to pardon anybody they arrest, what happens? That task force becomes just like President Trump, completely ineffective at everything. What good is secret police if they're not scary, if they can't haul you off, if you know that they're only going to be able to hold you a couple months? It would definitely get him votes. It would increase the number of people in the streets, those people who see themselves as loyal to Joe Biden. It would probably cause people to take to the streets in cities where they're not right now, because they have less fear of repercussion. They have the backing of somebody who's anti-establishment. That's what the American people see. This is how politics works in a country that has had their constitution subverted after 3.5 years. This is how politics works. Joe Biden, with a tweet, could send the country into utter chaos. And it's funny because that's what Trump tries to fearmonger. Joe Biden wants this. This is Joe Biden's America. No, dude, that footage is from your administration. And if Joe Biden wanted it, if he wanted cities in flames, he could do it now with almost no effort. This tough guy rhetoric that everybody likes to use, it's getting out of hand. It's been getting out of hand. And everybody needs to take a step back, because where we're headed, most of those people who think they want to go there, they don't. You really don't. This is how it starts. Mass demonstrations, secret police, establishment and anti-establishment. This is what causes true strife. Trump is setting the stage for it, and I know there's a lot of people who think he's doing this intentionally. The thing is, had he read the manual, he would understand that the people in the street pretty much always win. Anyway, it's just a thought. Y'all have a good day.